we're going to go to the top right, we're going to hit the bridge, and we're just going to flip the map, right? Essentially, we flip point one, or we're just going to barrel roll through the main choke point, and it's whoever is better aimers, whoever has better hands is going to make it through there. Clintar, I have a love-hate relationship with this map, Artie. I think in some aspects, it's designed so well, like that first point after you cap that initial, when you get to the convoy. I love that inside part. That outside area and that second point is a little bit more troublesome. It is a little bit weird because of all the different terrain here, but we're going to see that Psylocke banned out from Splash Squad. Zero Tenacity going to remove the Human Torch.
Like I said, we're never going to see him, and it's been, actually, it has been weeks since I have seen Psylocke in even like my tier 1 scrims. I do not ever see Psylocke. And when you do see Psylocke, it's because we forgot about it or wanted to test something against it. And it's just absolutely impossible the whole day. So I mean, we knew it was coming, but there was a part of me that hoped it was possible. We're going to be seeing Groot Emma, which again, not very crazy, especially on this map. The Wolverine band coming through from the team that saved Emma is honestly a little bit of aura here, especially given the fact that Zero Tenacity, they were the ones that kind of grabbed Groot. But this is a situation where if one team plays Groot, they both have to play Groot. Thankfully, we're not in the whole Groot meta that we used to be in, but given the fact that we are seeing all of these bans come out around the Flyers, it's just gonna happen. And with Hela being banned here now, and the Bucky save. Okay, now this gives Splash Squad a very tough position for their next picks and bans, because do they want to try and just play into that and try to, here we go, yeah, Iron Man save, play into that. They know that there's no Hela, so go for it, right? Go crazy, especially knowing the Zero Tenacity, that if they can make sure Big Red Rambles isn't on Iron Man, maybe he's on something else. But I mean, they're guaranteeing that they're going to be a good Iron Man in the face of Big Red Rambles anyway. Cap ban is huge. Maybe on Clintar, not as huge, but again, in the face of what's happening with the rest of the Flyers here, and now Gamma getting banned as well, this is going to be a very fun match to watch.
We're going to see a lot of different heroes, I think, popping up in here. The Hela being banned away, the Winter Soldier being saved, Gamma being denied here. I like that Captain America ban. I know it's not amazing on Clintar, but just denying that team up, denying the extra other mobility button to Captain America, because he's already got like 1,000. Giving him 1,001 maybe is the right call from Splash Squad here. And I will be interested to see what they actually run into this Groot. Artie, there is a crucial hero that's missing from this pick ban pool that is available. One of my favorite characters, Iron Fist, is available for this match, but are we actually going to see it here?
I don't think that we will on Clintar, at least not for the first point. I think that there is a chance that on the second point it comes through. It's kind of the same as Psylocke, where if a team for whatever reason doesn't run Psylocke on the first point, which you always will, but sometimes you don't, they will for sure see them on the second. So that's the thing, is like right now with Iron Man in play, with Bucky in play, Iron Fist is such a great counter to just be able to jump in and take your Flyers down, get them out of the air. But at the same time, the fact that this map has such tight corridors, Iron Fist, if you're not the best Iron Fist, you get very much shut down before you know it. So we're starting off strong on the attack here from Splash Squad, where they're just biding their time out to the front. There's Zero Tenacity. They're held up very close to the front and quickly pushed back into the corridor. The question now is, like you were talking about before, will they approach from the sides? No, they're just tunneling out, and it's working until they're going to be losing a very crucial support player off the rip here. And there goes Groot as well.
Yeah, and really interesting, we didn't really touch on it. Zero Tenacity has opted in, instead of the Iron Man that Big Red Rambles was playing in that last match, he's opted in for the Mr. Fantastic, providing more frontline pressure. That's the thing about Mr. Fantastic. You add in this tank duelist hybrid, and now your frontline brawling potential, the enemy Groot and Emma have to be aware that they will never outmuscle this Zero Tenacity composition. They have to circumvent this Mr. Fantastic one way or another, and it's going to be really tough when he's just slamming your team with those big stretchy arms.
Yeah, a lot of different things that make Mr. Fantastic just incredible on the defense here is the fact that, you know, if you know how to time it to where you're infinitely inflated, it's just so difficult to deal with. He's basically just, like you said, it's 3 Vanguards. And
yeah,
for Big Red Brambles, he knows how to play this character. And on this map, again, tight corridors, it's very, very impossible to push through unless you can get an ideal setup where you just get that early pick and go in before anything else happens. And for Splash Squad, once again, they're gonna be losing a support off the rip. And off the rip of that, we get the Armed and Dangerous, and it's just gonna all flood out as Zero Tenacity continues to lock it in.
Big Red Rambles also got that low ceiling Mr. Fantastical. That's a dopamine hit, by the way, Artie. If you ever get those small rooms and you start popping that Mr. Fantastic ultimate, you start bouncing around, you can do a ton of damage here. But Zero Tenacity did burn quite a bevy of ultimates here. Lugia will have the mind control available very soon. Winnie and Oasis has both the copy and the Luna Snow ultimate available. And I expect Splash Squad to kind of just brute force their way in as D Young has that pulse bomb available. Let's see if he can actually get anything done. Unfortunately, Pulse Charge does come in, gets blocked out!
Oh man, I mean, there still hasn't been a single kill. Zero Tenacity has not died once, and we're gonna see again, we get one member of Splash Squad removed from the equation as Kenny's goes out. The little bit of ultimate potential from Zero Tenacity is just more than enough to deal with Splash Squad, as unfortunately they burned through every bit of kit that they had for absolutely no settlement on the back end of it.
Shields are more Steve's thing.
Now Kenny's has swapped over to the Star-Lord here. We're still sticking with that Iron Man. Everything else has stayed the same for Splash Squad. Maybe they're looking to get a potential legendary built up in the last 50 seconds, although I don't know if that's actually going to be possible. This Star-Lord seems like a desperation attempt, and with Zero Tenacity having the Loki ultimate available, Ducky with that Groot ult, we could just see a complete team wipe. Splash Squad is going to start putting that mind control into fruition here. A big mind control, actually getting multiple members here. Ducky is going to be able to pick up one here. What, 5v5 at the moment. Maximum pulls from D Young, picks up 2 here, and finally Splash Squad at the final seconds, 15 seconds in, they're able to pick up some kills.
Oh, but Chibi, here's the thing, is that Big Red Bramble on the Mr. Fantastic is going to be the sustain factor that Zero Tenacity needed. Oh, they're able to pick him up through the ult here, and they do have a little bit of blocking potential there as they try to make sure that nobody can get on. But Melio on the Bucky comes through anyway. He shuts him down. What is happening off the rip? They're able to get through thanks to the incredibly timed Strange portal. But oh my goodness, it took Splash Squad everything, and even then, they just get portaled and backdoored, and Zero Tenacity, they lock it in, Shibby.
Disaster for Splash Squad. Artie, absolute disaster. There was a counter portal put in place to potentially stop the push from Zero Tenacity, but instead, Oasis comes in, drops the portal on top of their head, and Melio, like you said, comes up huge. A 2-man Kraken impact to rip off the Band-Aid that is Splash Squad. Very well played. Splash Squad did get about 60%. I think it was like 59.94% or something like that. They did get about 60% there, so Zero Tenacity do have the ability to lose this match, but the way they've been playing, the way Melio has been playing specifically, 18-1 on that Bucky, 12 final hits as well, has swapped over to the Black Widow here, and I don't know if he's going to be able to keep that. I don't know if they're going to soup that up with a potential Mantis here, but a fully charged damage boosted Black Widow can one-shot 250 health heroes, and maybe that's what they're going to look for. Maybe they're going to get that pick onto D Young, and that's going to be the one they need to push on to this point here. I think that one pick is just crucial because Zero Tenacity are confident enough that they can take this map off of it.
Yeah, I think that if Splash Squad loses even a singular member, I think they can. Okay, the question is, who can Splash Squad afford to lose? Splash Squad can afford. Oh, never mind.
Oh my lord! Surgical! That was the damage boost from Mantis. That was the damage boost from Storm. This dude's putting on a clinic, Artie. Another one! Boom! Headshot!
He keeps going! Kenny's is down. Red Rambles takes out Floppin as well. User goes down and they're all on the point. There's not a single member of Splash Squad left. That's it. That's game set point. And here we go. Zero Tenacity. They're able to lock it in for what has been the fastest Clintar possible.
What? Ari, what just... I blinked and I missed it. I took a sip of my water and Melio just cleaned house there. Deserved MVP.
I saw the Widow and I was like, okay, the question is, who on Splash Squad can they afford to lose? And before I can even say they can't afford to lose a singular DPS, both were removed and deleted along with a support. Before I could even say my sentence, Widow just dominated, and I was assuming that Splash Squad was going to be able to put up such a good fight here. There was a big chance that we were going to be able to take it all the way to maybe even overtime, but I think that all the cooking that Splash Squad did during the pick and bans, by saving the Iron Man, I don't think they realized what they did when they allowed Zero Tenacity to just go crazy. But then Zero Tenacity with Bucky, they didn't even need Iron Man. They just kind of went wild with Bucky on that first one. The defense was stalwart. And I mean, you look at the kills, and there's no chance that Splash even was going to be competitive after the first two team fights.
That was disgusting. That was absolutely nasty from Melio there. Just said, I'm hungry. I want to go home. It's dinner time. Let's just put this match in the bag here.